President Donald Trump, as a candidate, made a promise often during the 2024 presidential campaign where immigration was front and center.
If I win, you will have the largest deportation program in the history of our country.
We've seen the FBI, the DEA, and other federal agencies join ICE, arresting non-citizens in cities across the country. And here in New York, federal agents arresting people at immigration courts.
ICE is in the Bronx,
taking people into custody in different neighborhoods, including recently Canal Street vendors. These have been individual stories we've reported on for months.
I have my baby! I have my baby, no!
But now we're able to share the big picture about ICE's immigration arrests so far this year. New York One analyzed hundreds of thousands of data points on ICE arrests from 2024 to July of 2025, covering the last full year of the Biden presidency through the first half year of the Trump presidency. The number of arrests, but not necessarily jailed, already higher 6 months through President Trump's time in office than the entirety of 2024.
They have extraordinary resources to do that.
Graham Blair is the co-director of the Deportation Data Project, which obtained in a public records request all the data New York One analyzed. The UCLA political science professor says he only expects the arrests to rise, with this year's budget bill increasing funding for immigration enforcement and detention capacity by nearly $100 billion until September 2029. And since January,
we're concentrating on the worst first.
The focus from the Trump administration,
bringing in the worst of the worst and getting them off of our streets,
has been consistent.
You were going to deport the worst of the worst. Violent criminals.
we're doing that.
Here in the city, there were 917 convicted criminals arrested in the first 6 months of the Trump administration, already nearly double the entire total in 2024. Missing from this data, though, when the convictions happened, what the crimes were, and where. But when you look at the convicted criminals being arrested and jailed in New York City, it shows a wide range. There were crimes that are almost always felonies, from homicide to kidnapping and from aggravated assault to human trafficking, making up about 20% of the total. But the rest fall into one of two buckets. Crimes like larceny, DUI, and fraud that could be either felonies or misdemeanors, and crimes like disorderly conduct and traffic violations, which are predominantly misdemeanors.
There's a really big divergence between the messaging coming from the Trump administration and the kinds of people that are being detained, put into detention, and deported.
The Trump administration has a website dedicated to the worst of the worst. But in the city, only 27% arrested are convicted criminals. Even adding those with pending criminal charges, it's only 42% of the total arrests in the city, meaning more than half are not convicted felons or with pending criminal charges. The Trump administration not only promised more arrests, but more deportations too. And so far, the data shows that's happening in New York City at a 150% rise. Eric Feldman, New York One.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage, and click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.